This is actually an old concept. We've been talking about doing this for a while, which is bouncing around to different parts of the world, getting affiliate owners together, and just kind of talking best practices, what's worked, what hasn't, things we picked up along the way, things that have come and gone.
The barrier for people for their training is that it's expensive. It's a lot of money when you're opening a new business. Like I said, we took out a loan for $5,000 to open our gym and buy equipment. That same year, we spent $12,000 on getting ourselves trained.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were.
So like the where you're spending your money and your time, because we were like, well, we're the product.
Yep.
You've got to put money and attention into your product, which is your trainers.
Right. And I think that attention too. Like Pat and I just did a seminar this weekend, and you get so far down the road of you got your initial training, you did some stuff, and now you're the keeper of your castle in the sense of like whatever you're thinking is kind of what trickles down. So if your thinking started 6 years ago and you don't do anything to grow your knowledge base, then you're sort of just still there wallowing wherever you were. And that's, it's hard to say to an affiliate owner, hey, you should do something developmental for yourself, whether it's business, whether it's training, whether it's, personal interaction, or whatever your weakness is, to say take a weekend or take 3 days off and find substitutes for your schedule and go do this. But it's so important to invest in yourself, because if not, if you're the person that's directing everything in your gym, it's just going to go stale at some point.
Sure. There's a huge number of affiliates that they're saying, well, all I need is a level 1.
Right.
And then I can run my business. Why would I go to a level 2? Why would I go to a level 3?
All I need is.
Why would I continue my education? Honestly, we hear that all the time. And every weekend that I work a level 2, I tell those guys, hey, I applaud you for being here, because you guys all know that the feedback you're going to receive here is going to be hard, but it's going to make you a better trainer, and you're here to take that step knowing that information. So I applaud you.
Sure.
And that's the big step, is I want to become a better trainer in my area so that I am the standout affiliate.
Sure. And you have to do that, right?
You have to.
With the number of gyms out there.
Have to.
You really do need to stand out. It's what I asked you before. Like, what do you do to stand out?
It's a moral obligation. You're taking people's health in your hands.
Yeah.
Like I'm very passionate. It's not about taking a specific course. It's not about taking an SME. It's about what is the best thing for people's health right now, and I better figure that out, and I better be at the top of my game for whatever that is, because you're entrusting that to me.
Sure. Totally. And I think some people think that way, but not everybody thinks that way, because it's a business.
Sure.
Where it's like, hey, it's exactly what it is. People have money to throw at it, and it's like, well, how am I going to separate myself from the other 5 affiliates in a 20-mile radius?
Yeah. Back then, like when I was able to say I was a CrossFit level 2 trainer, like that actually carried some weight. Like it meant something. It meant that I cared enough, that I was furthering my education, and it was a way for me to say, hey, I'm going out of my way to kind of be the best in my area, and this is what that looks like. And nowadays, all the different courses that are available, and I love the idea.
We've done the same too.
Well, for you guys, because you guys all took the old level 2, and for whatever reason, it's like when you guys talk about the old level 2, because I didn't take that.
Oh, we're sorry, David.
That is legend, but that in my mind, like that's legendary status because the way it's talked about.
Yeah.
Well,
you know
unfortunately, the problem with that is...
I'm thinking back to that. I'm getting like,
yeah, exactly. And that's how people talk about it. I'm like,
should I go this weekend? I don't know if I'm ready. Do you think I'm ready? I have my note cards. Do you want to look at my note cards? I don't know if I'm ready.
Right?
It was crazy. It really
that's
was.
How you guys
People
took
it.
Man.
It was taken very seriously.
Totally.
And I think the fail rate was like 70 or 80% or something. And I think maybe that's if there's a point to what we're talking about right here. It's for our affiliates out there who may watch this, to go out, seek those courses, whether it be a business course or, as it relates to just people's health, like get out there and go to your level 2.